Okay, so you said you are a tuition teacher. So what do you teach? Do you teach like English or some other subjects as well?
For initial days, I have teach the whole subject for students. For around 2.6 year, I have teach the whole subject to the students.
Can you tell us that what kind of business you are into?
I'm not doing it, but I'm planning to start it. Now I'm planning, like a lot of things are going on my.
What do you do in your free time?
I like reading books. So like
Any one lesson that you can share out of that book?
we collect two habits together, like one habit with another habit, to stick with the same same goal.
What are the practices that you have been doing or following? If you can tell our viewers.
Basically, I started from the very basic grammar. So earlier, what I used to do is I used to I try to learn all the grammar together. I try
Welcome
to make
back
perfect myself.
to Soulful English Journey, and today we have a very lovely guest here with us, Dipali ma'am. And hello, ma'am. How are you? And how has your day been so far?
Hi Pooja, I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting me here. I have requested you and you have accepted my request and you have invited me. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, my day is good. I'm excited for this conversation. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is all mine, I must say. And as we are here on my channel for the first time, so could you briefly introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, so that we can get well acquainted with you, and then we will dive into the conversation.
Sure, sure. My name is Dipali Soni. I'm from Jabalpur, MP, and I have completed my graduation in 2023. After that, I worked in corporate sector for about 2 years, and then I left my job. Now I'm working on my personal things, and also I'm trying to build a business. So my more focus is to building a business, and apart from it, I'm trying to explore things what I could do more better with myself, or I'm just trying to figure out what is going on and what I can do. That's pretty
That's
about.
That's fantastic. That's amazing introduction, I must say. And that's amazing that you quit your job, corporate job, and now you have started to figure things out on your own. You have started, as you said, you are starting your business as well. Because I think you should not, constrain yourself to only certain things. You should go out and explore in the world what things are made for you, right? Should I
Definitely.
also introduce myself?
Definitely. I was about to ask you that could you please tell me about yourself a bit?
Okay, my name is Pooja Thakur and I hail from a beautiful state of Himachal Pradesh. And as for my qualification, I have done graduation and currently I'm doing my post graduation through distance learning mode. And as for my hobbies, I love reading books, spending time in nature, and I love for talking to like-minded people. I love connecting to people from different part of world and also from different part of India. And apart from that, I have also started my YouTube channel where I share my journey. I love doing what I used to think of doing, that I'm doing these days. I'm communicating with people, and that's all about me, I would say.
So does it makes you excited like talking with people?
Yes, it makes me happy. I love talking to people. I love connecting with them. I love knowing about them, what they think of life and about their culture as well. So I love doing this. I'm also, like as you said, you are exploring things, you are figuring out things in your life. So I would say same things here as well. I am, though I'm doing a lot of things simultaneously, but still somewhere I'm also figuring out, because I think that you should figure out things, and what suits you, you should do that in your life, right? Because otherwise we have been taught that you have to study, you have to become either a police or a lawyer or a doctor. These are the only few career options that we have, right, since our childhood. But I think there are a lot of things that you should explore, and you can do, right?
Yeah, because nowadays we feel a lot of opportunities are there, a lot of things. People are confused, but they don't have courage to quit their job of achieve their passion. So it's very important to explore the things around us. A lot of things are here and there. We should try. We must learn something from it. We always should not think about the defeat. We can, if not win, then we must learn something from it. So it's very important.
Yes, if you lose something, you are going to learn lessons, and you will get a lot of experience, and that matters the most, right? So yes. Now, okay, you are about to say something.
Yes, I'm asking that how do you find out that you have to, like, you want to starting your English journey, and basically how do you figure it out that now you have to start working on these things? Have you ever faced any challenges, or have you ever gone through any situation where you finally like ask yourself that now you should start working on your English? Is it something
Yes.
happened with you?
Yes, I mean not one or two things. A lot of things happen. Like, I have shared even the story many times that uh, story that one fine day, that realization that because the place where I reside, it's a tourist spot, so a lot of tourists visit here. Like, it's a way to Manali as well. So that is why also a lot of foreigners visit. So one fine day, I met a foreigner, so but I could not talk to her just because of the language.
Okay.
The reason was language, because I wanted to have more conversation with her, but she I mean, again, the language was varied and lot more incidents were there. And I have this habit of asking myself what I really wanted to do in my life. And I keep on asking questions that what you are doing with your life. Is it enough thing that you're doing in your life? So I have this dream since my childhood to learn this language, right? I think I love talking to people. And I when I see those celebrities, the TED talks, that how people are communicating, that is just that just captivate my attention. So I would say that is how it started. And I would say I never thought that I would be able to do this. I just figured things out. I went with the flow that time. And I mean, sometime it feels like a dream for me that I'm able to do this, because I always dreamt of doing these kind of things. But that pressure that we have, that you have to study, you have to do something, you have to have a stable job in your stability in your life, right? Having a government job. I also came out of my hometown for a city, so that can do preparation. I am also preparing for some government exams. But it is my passion, I would say. And I could not bury this passion. I mean, I could not do that. I could not depress my those feelings to talking to people. So that is how I started. And I'm just feeling satisfaction. That feeling of satisfaction is there. So yes, that is how it started, and it's going amazing.
Yeah, it's really amazing that you have worked on these things. And the incident, basically, I feel like that until there was an incident happened, we did not start doing working on these things. Like the same thing with me. When I worked in corporate, so there I faced a lot of struggle due to language only, because there people are speaking in English only. So they have like even I have the better idea than them, but I could not express that feelings or express my thoughts in front of anyone. So there is no use of my ideas. So from there, I have started working on my English as well. And apart from that, I am a tuition teacher as well. So I started teaching myself first, then I try to give that lesson to my children as well. So that way I have started this journey, and now I am here. Like I'm keep working on it. I would say I'm not perfect in it, but still I'm trying to like learn new things and trying new ways that how can I make more upskill myself in this language.
Yes, that's amazing. Okay, so you said you are a tuition teacher. So what do you teach? Do you teach like English or some other subjects as well?
For initial days, I have teach the whole subject for students. For around 2.6 year, I have teach the whole subject to the students. But now, recently, I have joined one more like company. So due to which I did not get the time. So one of the parents requested me to teach my kids English. So I teach them recently. I have started teaching them online. So now I'm teaching English only. But before that, I teach the whole subjects, like five, six subjects to them. And
That's great.
yeah, teaching is a very great way to learn by yourself as well because you can read their books, children's book. On that books, there are very easy English lessons that you can learn. There are very easy vocabulary, and on that book, I found out that they explain everything, very basic rules in which we like stuck sometimes. So you can learn those like rules from their books. So it is very good for me. I found out very good this trick for me.
Yes, I would say I also love teaching, though I don't give any tuitions. But there is one, I live in a rental room, so like beside my room there is one child. He's in fifth class, so he also come to me sometime for like English. Whenever he has to do his English homework, he comes to me, and I teach him in a fun way, and he like that the most, and he can retain those poems for a longer period of time. That after that I feel like very happy. I love teaching somewhere. I mean, I try to teach myself. Whatever I learn, I will teach out loud to myself. I think I have that um, yearning for teaching somewhere within me.
Yeah,
Okay, and
or I
yes.
was yeah, the thing which we are doing is same as teaching because we are connecting somewhere and we are giving lessons to each other. We are telling the process, the journey. So it is kind of a teaching as well because we are learning something from each other. So it is also same like teaching.
Yes, true thing. And as you also mentioned that you are also doing business. So, if you are comfortable, can you tell us that what kind of business you are into?
I'm not doing it, but I'm planning to start it. Now I'm planning, like a lot of things are going on my mind, so I haven't execute them, but yeah, I have like make a proper plan, and soon I will be starting it. So I haven't
Okay.
started yet.
Best of luck for your future. Best of luck for your business. Hope you do amazing in your business as well. And okay, apart from your business, apart from your company, apart from your tuitions, if I talk about downtime in free time, what do you do in your free time? Do you
Yeah,
have
so
any hobbies, or do you like doing anything else in your free time?
So most of the time I like reading books. So like from last year only I found out that I love reading books. So I have started reading books. So currently I'm reading one of the book. Its name is Atomic Habits. So I have completed half of the book. And yeah, this is the most of the time I do in my free time. Apart from it, I like playing badminton. So whenever I get free time, I try to play with my sister. If she gets free, we both are free. So we try to play this game. And yeah, I
Okay.
love reading.
I think we are on the same page in that case. I also love playing badminton with the same boy I told you,
Yeah,
which
yeah, yeah.
whom I teach sometimes. So with him only, I have been playing. Not these days because these days they have summer holidays. So he is at his home, and soon he will be back, and then we will play again. I love playing badminton, and I used to play a lot during my school days in tournaments as well. I have played sometime, so I love playing, and I also love reading books. Okay, so you said that you have you have read the Atomic Habit, half of the book. So, any lesson that that touched your heart out of that book? Although the whole book I know is very inspiring, and a lot of people have been making videos on that book. It's really inspiring. So any one lesson that you can share out of that book?
Yeah, so I feel like the book basically taught is you have to like recollect two habits together, like one habit with another habit to stick with the same like same goal. Like if you want to start reading and you are not a reader person, you don't like reading, you haven't done it apart from your school. So if you want to start reading, you could start by your morning tea. Suppose if you wake up and then the first tea you had in the morning, with that you can start reading book. So this is how the both of the habit are interrelated with each other. So for the next time when you had your first coffee or tea in the morning, so you definitely you're gonna miss that, oh, you are not reading. So that's how you can interconnect your habits, one habit with another habit, to grow in your life. Till now
Okay.
I found this only on
Have
that
you
book.
okay? Have you applied that this technique in your own life?
Yeah, I would say yes. So I like listening murder stories, like horror stories in YouTube. So there are some audio channel which tell stories. So there is no visual. You can just hear it. So earlier, what I used to do is I used to sit and like watch that videos and hear together. So that is not useful. Whenever I like on that time I can do other activities as well. So at night when I try to sleep and I did not get the sleep, so on that time I try to like I open YouTube, I put that story and then like put near my ear, so I can hear that, and then after hearing that I got sleep. So that's how I start applying that habits on my life. So I'm
Okay,
starting.
as you mentioned that you love, listening to mother stories, I can relate to that because sometime I also love, there is one YouTube channel. I'm very bad at remembering the names, so I have she tells the story in a very captivating way, so that I get also interest in those stories. But on the other hand, I'm very scared after listening to those kind of stories because I have a very good visualization. So I visualize those things as me. So that is like terrible thing because I am some like unconsciously I'm attracting those things, right? So don't you get scared that what if I manifest these things? Because they tell in those story in a very real way that we can imagine ourselves instead of the main character. We can do that sometime unconsciously. So does that happen with you ever?
Yeah, when I used to live alone, like I live apart from my family. So when I used to live alone, on that time I never heard that story because I was living alone. So it makes me a lot like it makes me fear, obviously. But nowadays I'm living with my family. So here I used to listen that story because I'm living with them. So it does not makes me fear. So yeah, that's it.
I can understand your feeling because we get, addicted to these stories and we can't stop ourselves while listening those stories. But on the other hand, it might be scary thing. You may attract those things. So now I'm being very cautious. I can't stop myself by listening those stories, but I have reduced. I listen only once in a month or twice in a month or maybe thrice in a month. That is how I am reducing this habit of listening to these horror stories. I don't know why, but in 2020 I haven't inculcated this habit of watching a lot of horror movies, web series. But after that I got, I was having some bad uh, incidents as well because I was feeling I was very deep into those horror stories and I could sense those in my real life. I used to get scared at night. So those were the things which were happening in my life, right? So after that I reduced those things a lot, and now I would watch some comedies or some. These days mostly I have indulged myself into English. I listen only in English. Even comedians, I listen some comedians, I listen them only in English. So I mean, I don't watch these horror movies. But I don't know, sometime I just get that yearning in me that no, I wanted to listen to those horror stories. And in Himachal, because we are born and brought up by those horror stories, stories told by our grandparents. Lot of those kind of horror stories happens in my area a lot, I must say. And on YouTube I have been watching that a lot of people, they are telling the horror stories of Himachal. um, though
I
in
have
other states as well, maybe there are also horror stories, but we are born, we are raised by those stories, and we in our surroundings also now and then we hear those kind of stories. So I mean, that is why we have that thing in us, listening to those horror stories.
what happens is when we like started hearing that stories, so we started visualizing that. Whenever I live alone at my home only, so I like try to search like something like it, like someone is staring from there to me, someone is shouting there. It's not happening in real life, but we are surrounding with these things, so that's why we try to visualize that thing. That come, look at me. These kind of things we have started doing. And
Yeah.
yeah, from Himachal, I have also heard a lot of horror stories from Himachal Pradesh only. And yeah, I found out that one day I will visit. When I will visit there, so I will found out a ghost or none there.
Okay, yes, because I don't know, but there are some stories, within our culture, which lot of stories that we see on a daily basis. And I mean, people say that Himachalis are superstitious, but we have seen those kind of things happening in our eyes. And I mean, a lot of things happening out of the blue, because we believe in the life form of God. So I mean, things happens, we have seen in our families also. We have been through those things, so why can't we deny those things? Maybe because of the mindset that we have since our childhood, and our ancestor also have that kind of. I'm still figuring that things out. Does this happens in real? But we have also seen those things through our eyes. How can we deny those things, that these are fake stories? But still, I mean, a lot of people say that these are fake, but we have gone through that, so we can't deny. I mean,
But you have experienced it. That's why you have that confidence that yeah, you have gone through these things. And who
and other people can't believe that this can even happen, they can't even imagine, but we have been through. But now, I mean, I also been through some that kind of incident, very bad incidents. But now when I look back, I mean, sometime I feel that maybe that was my mentality, I was thinking in that way. But on the other hand, I can't deny those experiences as well, because those were out of the blue. So I mean, I'm spilling the beans, I don't want to spill the beans. So I mean, that is there, that dilemma is still there, because now
uh,
we see that the world is growing, the science is growing. So some people say that this is not true, maybe this is only the mindset. But on the other, I have been through that situation. But now I'm trying to analyze, was that only my mental illusion, or was that in real? So but now I don't wanted to think of those things anymore, because now everything is good in my life. So that is why I'm very cautious about listening to these horror stories, because I've been to that phase. So I have reduced a lot.
I haven't experienced such thing in my life, but yeah, I believe in it. Like if the God is existing, then the ghost is also existing in this world. So I feel like yeah, they are existing.
Okay. Okay, now I would like to touch upon your English journey, because you speak well English, and you are able to articulate well. Some mistakes here and there, we all do, and that can be improved with the time. So, what are the practices that you have been doing or following? If you can tell our viewers.
Okay. So basically, I started from the very basic grammar. So earlier, what I used to do is I used to like I try to learn all the grammar together. I try to make perfect myself in grammar. But with time, gradually, I find out that grammar is the not only solution. If I learn whole grammar rules, then also I would be not able to like speak. basically my focus is to speak. Making mistake is a part of journey. Yeah, I know I'm making mistake in terms of grammar, but then I've started very learn very basic grammars, and from there I have started reading books, I've started watching YouTube videos, and I try to speak well as much as I can speak. I've started use shoot my video. I started speaking in front of camera so that I can come out of my comfort zone. And the most important thing is I want to train my mouth to speak English, because the English is my head, not here. So I started speaking as much as I can. So that's how this journey started. And nowadays also I try to focus on speaking, not in grammar. I know that I have been making mistake in grammar, but that will reduce with time. But speaking is important, and these
Yes,
are the practices that I have been doing.
you are doing amazing, I must say, because a lot of people they think that once they will be good at grammar, then they will start. They lack there, that is the something that they lack. If you are starting off your journey, start speaking and listening at the same time, right? Don't focus much on grammar at first. Just
Yeah,
learn the ropes of the language, like basic things, tenses. I think most of the people in India, at least, that those things are in our syllabus, that has been taught in our 10th and in ninth and 10th standards, right? So you just start speaking from the beginning itself, and speak as much as you can, because our mouth is not trained to this language, because of which, sometimes we have knowledge, we have things in our mind, but we are not able to deliver. So try to speak as much as you can. And the other thing that you mentioned about recording, I also did that at the beginning. I think that is why I'm very confident in front of camera. I used to record myself, and I used to talk a lot. I used to do random things, like I will take any book, I'll start describing about that book. Here's this book, importance of reading books. I will explain walls, that I will talk to them. So silly things, just try to face the camera, try to speak as much as you can.
at the beginning we found out that silly, but yeah, I would say I was doing the same thing. Like to my students as well, I give them any random topic. Like most of the time, I give them the topic like you have to tell about that wall, you have to tell about the bottle, you have to describe about this man. So that's how I also started. First we have to basically focus on the speaking. As we start speaking, we will confident with this language and comfortable with this language, so then it's not a very big issue for us. Now
Yeah.
my focus in improving my vocabulary, the basic rules which I have missed in English, so I have to focus on that. And vocabulary, yeah, these kind of things I am now focusing on.
Yes, you are doing amazing, I would say, and keep on doing. And yes, these are the things that you should keep in your mind, that start from the beginning, start speaking from the beginning, and don't care too much about mistakes at first. Otherwise, you will be in that loop itself. You will never come out of that. So try to speak as much as you can. Okay, so now I think it's time to wrap up our conversation. So at the end, if you have any question that you wanted to ask me, then with that question, we will wrap up the conversation.
No, it was very lovely to meeting you and having a conversation with you. The last question I would like to ask you, that do you have any suggestions or feedback from your end to me? If you have, then please let me know. So I start working on that as well.
Okay, I would say, as I also mentioned, that you are able to articulate well. You have that confidence in you, because a lot of people lack that confidence, right? Initially, they hesitate to speak, and you have already that. And apart from that, you are articulating well, but yeah, the grammar mistakes are there here and there. So that you will improve gradually, right? By speaking and by listening, I would say listening helps us a lot, because in if I talk
Yes.
about me personally, listening has helping me a lot. I mean, a lot means a lot. So I have indulged myself into listening initially as well, and now also I do a lot of listenings, active listenings, and that is helping me a lot. And you should. you can also indulge that habit of listening. And yes, that is all that I wanted to say. And again, thank you so much for being here with me. And we discussed a lot of things. Discussed career, we discussed horror stories, we discussed English, and it was a vibrant conversation, I must say. And it was amazing to have you here on my channel. And yes, have a great day ahead, and take care, and best of luck for your future.